Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Erica. In today's video, I'm just going to be showing you guys how to install a wig. Basically, baby hairs, plucking, the basic steps. If you wanted to just put wigs on yourself or start your own business with doing wigs, you can definitely stay tuned for this video. So right here, I'm just showing you guys, this is a 30-inch wig scrape. I ordered this wig from Amazon by the company Pink Eagle Hair. When I ordered it, it had good reviews, and also I think it's a good wig. But this is me just showing you guys the lace coming straight out the pack. And there's the little link or a picture if you wanted to go look at it. But yeah, and now we're going to start with the bleaching and the knots. I go in with the BW2 powder, the 40 developer, and then you just want to take one scoop, pour it in a bowl, and then I kind of go for an eye with the developer. But for me personally, I don't like mine too thick or too watery, so it's kind of like a icing type. But just watch and stay tuned, and I'm going to show you step by step and also be talking through the video as well, just to give you that kind of one-on-one feel. Okay, after you have got your bleach to your liking, you just want to lay it gently on the lace, not too hard because you don't want to bleed to the hair. So you just want to basically cover up the knots with the bleach, and that's why you don't want it too hard or too watery as well. But just make sure you cover every knot, that way that it can look more realistic. Depending on how thick the lace is and also the knots, that really depends on how long you apply the bleach. Normally I let my bleach sit on for about 30 minutes at the least, but you always just watch and see how the knots are bleaching throughout the process. With bleaching, I say that's something you can always fix versus like plucking, like if you get a hole in a lace. But besides the point, this is supposed to be a HD wig, I think, but to me it's giving more transparent, but that's completely fine because in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to have a lace melted, so you just got to keep watching. I'm not sure where the focus at, but right here I'm just showing you exactly how it is when the knots are bleached and ready. Like you can see, I could have let it set a little bit longer, but I was actually in a rush this day. So yeah, if you see the knots at the back and they're brown, that's exactly how it should look. Okay, so this is after I washed it, washed the bleach out, and I'm just going in with my tweezers and plucking. You can pluck many different ways. Everybody is different. I myself pluck different ways all the time. But this is just me again in a rush kind of. But I just started off by pulling the hairline back and then plucking with what's already pre-plucked. So every time you pluck, you want to actually make sure you're grabbing the knots. When I pluck, I want to make sure that I pull the hair back and keep continuously comb. When you pluck, you want to make sure you kind of have a grip. That way you see what you're actually plucking and where you need to pluck. So yeah, you just want to continue to pluck throughout the hairline. Normally I would part it going like in 4 different sections across the top, but again I am rushing. So yeah, I don't really like to pluck directly in the middle because sometimes I do wear middle parts. But in this video we're doing a side part today. So yep, so now I'm just going to pluck until you actually get a natural hairline. As long as you're plucking the knots, you need to make sure that you also have that grip. Just give you that extra visual look of what the hairline would look like. Yeah, so just continue to pluck different areas. Never pluck in the same spot. That if you do that, you'll get a hole in the wig. We can't be doing that on the fresh install. No. So yeah, just continue to pluck. Make sure you're moving in different areas. Have a grip on the hair, and also comb as you go. That way you can actually see what you're doing as well. Everyone plucks different, but with practice you will find a way that works for you or your clients. I didn't have no purple shampoo, so this is why my knots are still that tone color. Normally I would just tone my knot where you don't have that little bright tone at the roots, but I couldn't do it. I didn't have any shampoo, but I had to make it work. So yeah, this is just me continuing to go through the wig and pluck. You'll kind of find your groove when you plucking. Never ever pluck in the same spot, so that will create a bald spot inside of the lace and as well like visible. So no, you don't want to do that. But this is me going back in on the other side of the wig, and it's kind of more clear here actually, so hopefully you guys will be able to see more into detail as if you're actually in front of me watching. I keep stopping because my arms are tired. This mannequin will not stay still, but it's different when you have like a stand. That way it's standing straight up and then you can just kind of tilt the head. But this is just me holding it on my lap, trying to pluck it. Yep, but just continue to pluck until it's kind of natural in the hairline, slick, not lumpy. You see the dark line? I'm kind of trying to break that dark line and make it more natural. You don't want to have that straight dark line throughout the frontal area, especially if you're doing like a style. It wouldn't be black. Right now I'm just taking the hot comb and then I'm just gonna run it back so that I can really see how much I've plucked and what else I need to do. I'm not sure. Y'all can like let me know some things that y'all need help with in the comments, and then I'll be more than happy to like do another video and show you guys how to improve on your talent. But yeah, this is me going through it again. I'm putting on today, and I'm gonna go to an event, so I should have plucked it yesterday, honestly, but this is me getting it done today and also sharing it with you guys. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That way we can get some more videos, educational, learning about lace. Any questions you guys have, I'm more than happy to answer that. No gatekeeping over here. Yeah, this is me just going through parting the other side that I've already plucked as well. But again, I don't like that big bow line, like right after the hairline. So I go in after I pluck the front just a little bit and then go back where that line was behind the baby hairs in the front, just to give it a little more touch. Now I'm just going to take my comb and comb all of that back that I plucked, and get my hot comb, make sure I see what I've already plucked so that way I know what I need to do. But now I'm going to just go ahead and go to the other side and do the same thing on the other side and part behind the hairline You see what I've done on this side, I'm going to go back and do it on the other side. So I'm just going to part behind that little hairline that's kind of thick in the beginning, and I'm going to pluck some more of that to make it more seamless, natural. I don't know if I'm tired or I'm ready to go. But yeah, let's get into it. We're finna go ahead and get to the install part. Now I'm just showing you what I plucked and how it's looking for me. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this part off because it's irritating for me to be all in my face. But yeah, this is me just showing you guys how it looks. This is going to be the glue that I'm using. It's from my brand Erica Endless Beauty waterproof strong glue. So right now I'm just going around my hairline with the lace glue, and then I'm going to spread it out with the comb. I'm not sure what happened to the other clip. I'll have to find that to see. I also recorded me putting the makeup on my wig as well, so I'm not sure what happened to that. But this is just me spreading the glue all around my hairline, and me personally, it's my head. So with that being said, I'm gonna put as much glue as that's gonna last, as that I need, as that I want. And you gotta make sure that you're doing it within that width as well as that amount. Just make sure you spread it all the way out and smooth it out. That way it dries and not stay white, but slims out and be thin like glue should be. Like stick glue. Like, look at this, thin, barely notice any glue. But this is how I like to lay my lace because I don't like it to be completely dry. That sometimes make it comes up even faster. So yeah, this is me just putting the wig down. Finna get my comb, go through it, make sure it's flat and into the glue. Take your comb all the way through and just flatten out. Make sure you just put it to your head. Make sure the wig is to your scalp. And this is me going in with my hot comb. And look how good I plucked it though. Okay. Yep, just go in with your hot comb and make sure it's flat. And then you want to take your makeup again and just go around the hairline. Then I take my band and just tie it down. And I usually just do something else while it's melting, or just getting that extra pressure to the scalp. And this is me coming back. You see how much of a difference it is already? Cutting splits in it because that just makes it easier to cut the actual lace. Then I take my razor and just cut off the extra lace that's not actually into the glue on both sides. Now I'm going to take my scissors and just cut off the extra piece around the ear. And now I'm just taking my spray, my lace tint spray. I'm going to put that in a cup, and then I'm going to take some Got to Be and I'm gonna put that in the cup as well. I'm gonna mix that together just to melt my lace. See, it's melting, or actually giving that skin tone. So yeah, I'm gonna do that around the lace, and I'm gonna take my blow dryer with it on cool, that way it can dry or at least melt into the skin. After that, I'm just going to take my band and put it back on. And then once I take my band off, this is how it looks. You can see it's actually kind of melted into the skin, blending in more. But now I'm just going in, trying to see if I want a side or middle part. But I kind of already knew I wanted a side part for this occasion. So yeah, I'm just going in, making my part, making sure it's where I want it. Now I'm going to go in with my Erica Endless Beauty wax stick, and I'm just going to wax that just to get your install all flat and neat. Yeah, so just go in with your hot comb and flatten that out. And then I'm going to go in again because I'm not sure what's going on with my part today. But yeah, you want to make sure you just do it as many times as you got to. Just make sure it's to your liking. And if it's your clients, you want to make sure they like it as well. Remember, this is art. It's not going to be the same every time. Everything is going to be different. Even if it's the same style, it's going to be different. But just make sure it's to you guys liking or your liking. Yeah, now I'm taking my hot comb and I'm going back in just to get it flat. If your running rod is looking like that around the hairline or at the beginning of the lace, is that because I did go in and spray it with the Got To Be and the lace scent. But me personally, I do not like to immediately go in and rub it with alcohol to clean it up. So I just started parting my baby hairs right here, trying to see exactly how I want this style. But I just know I want a side part. But I'm just going in and taking the baby hairs out. You want to make sure you're going in a line, but not a straight line. Like you want to go in different areas and pull out the baby hairs. But yeah, I don't never pull thick baby hairs. But even when I'm plucking, it's not going to be thick baby hairs at a hairline to pull. So I just go in and grab something that's going to look smooth and natural. But yeah, this is me just finishing up, and I'm going to take that wax stick again and just put some more on that to smooth that part back. That way I can go ahead and do my baby hairs and it's not that thick little area in the front. And I'm going to and do the same thing on the other side. Pull my baby hairs out where I want them and make sure I'm not doing it in a straight line. And then always in this part right here, you want to kind of make sure you kind of do a C when you pull your baby hair out and not a straight line for sure. But yeah, I'm going to take my wax stick again just to smooth it out. Hot comb. Go ahead and braid those baby hairs that I took out. I'm going to braid those up. That way when I tie it up or melt it, it won't be in the way of that. I have it tied up, so I'm gonna go ahead and just go in to the wig where the hair is and kind of straighten that out. That way it doesn't be thick or like a, what they call it, heel wig, high wig or something like that. Yeah, so I'm just going in and straighten that out. That way it'll be super flat and natural. I'm gonna take my tweezers and just going into the part, and where I have it parted, I'm just gonna make sure that there's no hair in there. That way it can look super natural as well. I'm gonna take my black stick and I'm just gonna go in there and clean that part up. That way it's not all of that blonde and it'll actually look like a part. We're going to go back in with our cream foundation that we use to put on our wig, and then in the lighter shade I usually just put that in my part. That way it can define what's actually on my scalp, or it can actually make it look natural as if it's a scalp. Now I'm going in and just taking that same cream but in the shade that I put on the wig before. I'm just going to go in and put some of that around where I'm going in with my baby hairs. Now I'm taking my milk spray and just going in and adding that so that my lace can melt to the scalp even more. Going in with that all around on both sides. And y'all look at this. This is my son that came in to check on me. But yeah, just going in on both sides with that milk spray and making sure it's dry. And I do have it on a cool setting. And right here I'm just showing you guys that this is me after I actually took the milk band off after melting it the last time. And then here I am just combing out my baby hairs where I'm going to actually lay them. And it's kind of hard or sticky at first when you first take that band off, but that's when you can always go in with the alcohol and clean that up. Yep, 70%. I didn't have 90. I usually use 90. I'm just going to go in, put a little bit on my finger and just go in and clean it up, because again, I don't like when the alcohol gets directly on the lace or near where I'm actually going to put the product. So yeah, I'm just going in with my scissor and cleaning up the baby hairs, taking my ECO or ESO, what it's called, y'all, I don't know, but anyways, just going in, putting that on the baby hairs. I like to actually put a lot, that way I can just kind of smoothly go in and not have to be so rough and dig into the scalp of the lace, or the lace, not the scalp, but it will be a scalp. But yeah, this is just me just going in trying to form a baby hair. And me as a beginner, I always thought about, if you're doing a baby hair, especially on the side like this, make sure you're like forming it as in a C, and then see how it works from there, because I don't know how to explain it, like a letter C or like a wave or something, but I always like mine to be smooth. But yeah, I don't like thick baby hairs, but yeah, this is just me, how I do mine. And then I'm just gonna go in, put some on the side, clean it up a little bit. And this gel is not bad. Like, if you use it, it actually can get soft. So I usually take like some kind of holding spray and then go over it on top of the baby hair. Spray a little bit on my hand and just go over the baby hair if I use this gel. But yeah, this is just me fighting to get this to stay in a loop. Now that it's playing like it's there, I'm gonna go ahead and take my blow dryer and I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry that down. That way it can stay in place. And Y'all, this is me just showing y'all how it looks. But yeah, I'm going to the other side now. Let's go ahead and grab your brush and make sure you flatten it out, like smooth it out as you go. And then I like to go from the back side and then just kind of move my way up and then smooth it out from there. Yeah, this is me. I always take the end of my right tail comb and just kind of form my loop for that look of baby hair with the circle at the end. I swirl. But sometimes you can just cut the baby hair longer and then it'll swirl more easier for you. But yeah, this is me just wrapping up, and now I'm gonna take my makeup that I use and just go back in and touch it up a little bit more. And here it is, how it looks, y'all. And this is me after I actually did my makeup a little bit, put on a little blush, a little lip liner, and just showing y'all how it came out and how it looked now. Get into it. So yeah, if I can do it, you can do it. So just pay attention to the video. If you need help, don't hesitate to reach out in the comments, and I'll be happy to help. But also, this is just me just clipping that little end piece off and giving it a little bump. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye. Love you.